Hey, what's up, Guard Owls? This is Muertero Chris. I hope you all are doing well. Um, we're going to talk about La Santisima Muerte in the bedroom for a brief moment. So, I had a subscriber last week ask me La Santisima Muerte in the bedroom, pros and cons, ups and downs about it. So, La Santisima Muerte in the bedroom, in my personal experience, you can. There's nothing wrong with it as far as being a single person. When you're single, you're not going to be doing too much hanky panky inside the bedroom. In that sense, it would be okay. Plus, the pros about it is you'll be able to look after your altar more consistently. If you're the type of person like myself, you spend a lot of time in the bedroom. It's like your sanctuary. Um, if you're the type of person, well, most people are that work with La Santisima Muerte, you tend to do a lot of candle petitioning, or you may be doing candle petitions for somebody else on your altar. So you'll be able to keep consistent focus and a lookout on your candles and your candle burn to see how they're going. So you'll always be able to look at your veladoras. Okay. Uh, for those of you that indulge in having a very fond sex life, these are the cons to it. This is the downhill side. La Santísima Muerte is like your madrina when you bring her into your life. Okay, she's your spiritual godmother. So those of you that come from the Roman Catholic tradition, like myself, when you're confirmed in the faith, you get your madrina, you get your godparents. Okay, are you going to be having sexual relations in front of your godparents? No, right? Okay. So why are we going to bring La Santísima Muerte into our bedroom and be doing our thing with our significant other or with another sexual partner? And most especially when your significant other sexual partner is not of the same faith as you are to La Santísima Muerte. So the energy of the lovemaking is not all going to be there. And you don't want that to, I'm going to use the word taint. You don't want that to taint your altar. You don't want that kind of level of vibration that goes on between two people in intimacy, rubbing off on your statues because they're sacred. This is, the altar is your sacred area. On another note, as a single person, if you change in front of your La Santísima Muerte, you don't want to do it right in front of her. And I'm talking about changing clothes. There's this unwritten law about La Santísima. You don't really want her to see you naked. You don't want to be in front of your altar naked. I know there's some occult rituals of La Santísima Muerte that you may hear about that, there's certain things you do in front of the altar naked and whatever. That's fine and all, but that's more for the secular, what I call secular-based occultism of La Santísima Muerte. First and foremost, the occultism of La Santísima Muerte is Roman Catholic based. So you're gonna, the orthodoxy of La Santísima Muerte is white, red, and black. All the other colors came a little bit later. But white, red, and black are her main colors. That's what I like to call the orthodoxy of La Santísima Muerte. And, like for instance, La Roja, the red Santísima Muerte. She's for bringing in money, for bringing in good luck, to help a failing marriage, to bring some more sweetness into the marriage. However, the secular-based versions of La Santísima Muerte, La Roja, is when you hear the word lust being thrown in there. So sometimes you might find people that want to do sex magic in front of her and this and that. I mean, hey, to each their own. If it works, it works. As for myself, I work with her in the Orthodox tradition, the way it's supposed to be done, the formulary that is followed because it's been proven to work, which is white, red, and black. And that's not to say that, I don't work with the other colors. I tend to work with the other colors, but that's usually for other people, for clients. If I have somebody that's a client that comes to me and needs me to work a certain type of petition for them, and it falls under a different category of certain things, sure, I'll go ahead and work La Santísima Muerte and her other colorful aspects. But La Santísima Muerte, for myself personally, I work with her in the Orthodox colors of white, red, and black. Getting back to the question at hand, La Santísima Muerte in the bedroom, sure, by all means, do whatever you feel feels good, with one thing in mind. have that relationship and that communication with your Santisima Muerte, that it's okay with her too. And you'll know if it is. Because if something in your conscious, you're doing things in the bedroom, but in the back of your mind, it's kind of like bugging you a little bit, that's her telling you, I'm not down with this, you need to do, when you're done doing your thing, you need to, wash yourself, do whatever you got to do. And then you need to deal with me over here and put me somewhere else. But, I'm not going to sit here in front of y'all and tell you, oh, I'm an expert and this is how it goes. This is just in my personal experience, as a single person, you can go ahead and have her in the bedroom. Just don't be changing your clothes right directly in front of her. Off to the side is fine or whatever. It's understandable. Some people, let's face it, not everybody has a good situation. Like some people are poor. Some people, all they have is just one room space. And so that is where they're going to have to put their altar. So you might have to get a little, creative. Some people, they will create a veil for her. They will create a veil so that whenever they're changing, whenever they're getting down with their sex life, with a romantic partner or whatnot, they can veil her. And that's one means of putting that block between you and her and saying, this is my time and I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to do me the way I do me and I need my time, so when you have La Santisima Muerte in the bedroom, that's pretty much the number one thing you really do have to take into consideration is your personal romantic sex life. And also, if you're somebody that just doesn't have a whole lot, nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being poor at all. There's nothing wrong with it. You may not have much, so you work with what you got. But in doing that, be creative. Don't let your madrina see you naked. Don't let her see you and your partners naked. Don't do your things in front of her naked. Because you don't want that kind of energies to taint your Santisima Muerte. You don't want those kind of energies to taint your altars. And especially for you muerteros and muerteras that are just getting into accepting petitions and prayers for other people, maybe you're starting to accept clients. You don't want your personal bedroom life to start tainting whatever may be going on your working altar. Those are things to take into consideration. Okay, I'm going to keep this video pretty briefly short because it's not a whole lot to go into it. For me, it was pretty much a no-brainer to attack this subject. I'm glad that one subscriber, asked about the subject. For some people, they fresh into the practice of the occultismo de la Santísima Muerte, the occult of La Santísima Muerte, or holiest death. There's a lot of things that people question. There's a lot of things to know, but what I'm going to tell y'all is when it really comes down to the nitty-gritty about everything, talk to her. Ask her. You can come to me in my videos all you want. You can go to anybody's videos all you want. Everything that you hear based on her occultism of La Santísima Muerte is all going to be based on personal experiences. And these are things that you can nitpick and grab and add to your life. But really what it all comes down to is, and I will personally say this, I promote and I big up the idea of really getting to know her, really talking with her, and not just quiet in the mind, but literally when you're by yourself in your room around her, talk to her out loud, like the way you hear me talking to you all out loud. Speak with her, talk to her, listen from inside. Bob Marley used to say, everybody has a little voice that talks to themselves inside, and that's the voice you got to listen to. When you bring her into your life, she becomes that voice for more reasons than none. And you will notice this. That's why she's a wonderful teacher. That's why we call her the godmother. Because that's what a godmother or a godfather does. They take us under their wing, under a spiritual path, and they teach us along the way. It is somebody or something that will always be there for you no matter what. But it also comes with a certain amount of respect. You have to respect your godmother and you have to respect your godfather. You have to respect them. The same thing goes with her. Things you won't do in front of your godmother and your godfather, you ain't going to want to do in front of her. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right, guard owls. That's all I got for you today. I I hope y'all are being very healthy out there. Remember, we're still in the middle of this CV-19 pandemic crisis. I hope you all are doing well. I hope your loved ones are doing well. I hope you all are, staying sane through this quarantine. Hey, through this whole quarantine that's going on all over the globe, and especially here in the United States, now more time than any is a better time to really start getting to know her. Okay? So take the time, take advantage of what you got right now. If you're stuck at home and you're wondering, I'm going to get into the spiritual practice of this or that, try to apply things, bring her into your spiritual practice. You're going to see things, she will begin to uplift your spiritual practice. She will begin to open your mind up a little bit more. She will lift the scales off your eyes to the bigger picture of your own personal life. She will help you. In my personal experience, she's never done anything to harm me. Don't get me wrong, though. There's been times where I've messed up and she's let me have it. She will let you have it because, as a godmother does, and especially because, she's from Roman Catholic Mexican folk saint influence. She Mexican in that way, so she's gonna let you know. Yeah, she'll throw the chancla at you if she needs to, but she loves you. She does love. She's all about respect. She's about knowledge, about wisdom, understanding, all the things that us spiritual people are trying to reach out and look for. For me personally, there's been no other better teacher aside from the Almighty, La Santisima Muerte. She changed my life so much, for the better, for the positive. I love her so much. And a lot of you out there, you'll see this. You'll get to know her too. Disclaimer: just because you bring her into your life and you make an altar to her and you put your veladoras, your candles, she may not react to you right away. Sometimes she'll check you out for a moment. She kind of has like this chola vibe to her. I say, like, where she checks out the bigger picture. She'll size you up a little bit and wonder, are you ready for this? She may think to herself, well, maybe you're not ready for it yet, but I'll get you. I will get you, and then we will begin to work. But I see you. So just know, when you bring her into your life, she will work with you. She will listen to you. She will help you out. She will be there to make things better. But number one rule, above all, anything that anybody that will tell you right from the heart that works with La Santisima Muerte, God above everything, okay? God above everything. Whatever that God may be to you. I know there's a whole bunch of plethoras of different traditions of you out there that have your God and goddess or whatever. God above everything, okay? La Santísima Muerte, Muertero Chris Muñiz, al rato. God bless you all.